listen for the subtlety. Cool is like, yeah, he's okay with it. Cool is he's pissed off at it.
We in there. Trunks and Vegeta's fuse. Cool. Get in there.
Jiren?
Yeah. No. Anything Jiren is like, nah. My girl Belle took me straight to the top.
Why am I not surprised, Belle?
They weren't ready for it. You almost lost to a Ganon. You don't. That's the story of my life.
You're almost losing to a Ganon?
Almost losing the Ganon. Because if no matter who you are, you're always one hit away from almost losing to a Ganon. It's not fair.
Is Ganon really?
I'm just imagining, like, just milestone moments of your life, like graduating high school. You almost failed. It's just your teacher stamping an F on your paper. Doria!
Go to your job interview for your current job, and he's just waiting there behind the door, charging the kick, just waiting.
All right, let me open this door to the workshop. No! Pokemon had another little trailer thing. Showed off some new Dynamax forms, which are like the giant forms. Charizard looks fucking
so dumb.
I'm so
I
tired
hate
of
all
Pokemon.
of it. How y'all hitting 1,000 with all the humans and the Pokemon are just stinking up the joint. That coffin looks so dumb.
I like Dynamax Charizard. He looks pretty fucking
They
sick.
keep willing out Charizard.
And I'm okay with that.
Yes, I'm sick of it. Blastoise and Venusaur gets no kind of love. Char is always Charizard, and I'm sick of it.
It's because Charizard, man.
Yeah. Charizard the best.
He's not the best.
He is the best.
Charizard the best.
He's not.
But
He is.
So they showed off a bunch of different Dynamax forms, and they have ones for the Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. And I just love the fact that Let's Go Pikachu's Dynamax form is just original fat Pikachu.
Seriously,
It is
it's
all
amazing.
it is.
Can we talk about Meowths, though?
I hate it. It looks so stupid.
Long cat.
I hate it.
Very long cat.
Yeah.
Like, Pikachu's like, oh, okay, that's a cute callback. Meowth. Wait, guys, what the fuck?
That's the, you know. That was the drugs finally kicking in. Like, they had some good designs, and then, like, at the peak of the creative portion of their high, they made Sirfetch'd, who's amazing. And then then they lost the buzz, and Dynamax Meowth came out of it. Robert Downey Jr.'s Doolittle.
Oh, did you see
The accent is the thing.
Uh-huh.
see the Reddit stuff?
No.
Wait, what?
The Reddit stuff surrounding Doolittle. There was a dude that was working on a production company, and he just started releasing information. So the director was a piece of that clearly was out of his league and did not know what he was doing and micromanaging everything. So they would be shooting for the day, and the people would go, so where are the animals going to be placed? Because we need to know where Downey's going to be standing so we can place the animals there in post. And he goes, we'll figure it out. Just get this shot of shooting. And there's like 5 stories of that.
Interesting.
We'll feel it out. Great.
The dude ended it with, I don't know who the production company is that they brought in, but if they can make it even watchable, they all deserve a raise. So he's thinking this is gonna be a dumpster fire.
Interesting.
I'd believe it, which would be very sad for Downey. I feel like he'd just kind of be annoyed.
Who cares? He doesn't care.
He doesn't.
Need it.
He's
This
made
dude
his
is
money.
doing. This is a passion project out there.
Yeah.
He's just like, whatever. Freaking dog movie, polar bear. Let's rock it.
Yeah,
He don't need this.
He's set for life.
Oh yeah, he's done. He's 100% done.
if they just go, this guy's eating 5 devil fruits, nobody wants to see that. Because it's such a
you
drop
say
from
that.
the Oda quality.
You say that.
You say that, BG, but we got Jinbei fans out there.
You have
Pumping
Jinbei
they fist.
stands out there. People who stand
Everybody
Jinbei.
wants to see SS5 Goku.
Everybody's waiting for that next one.
I think people just want Super Saiyan 4 back.
Oh, definitely. It's the best form. It's the best form.
It's the best form.
I just
But nobody-
on that
Go
note,
ahead.
you guys just put out the first episode of A New Revisited.
Oh, it was so fun. It
Was it,
wasn't
DA?
fun at all.
Was it?
I got so angry, and I'm like, I hate feeling this way. Then I just got drained of energy. I'm like, well, at least I know that I'm not a murderer or anything. It's like, all right, take me in, officer. I did it. Because I just got drained for like 5 minutes. I'm like, I gotta keep the energy up, and I'm just like, oh, BG, go on a huge rant. And BG's like, well, that sucks. Pause, look at me. I'm like, I'm done.
Oh no.
Take the ball, BG.
Oh no. No, sir.
You
Because
dribbling the rest of this shot clock out, my friend.
The issue with that was you went 4.5 minutes. We played about 20 seconds. I went for maybe 40 seconds, and then you jumped right back in. So I'm like, oh, he's got.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Podcast of Stuff episode. 350 or 354. Woo, that would have been a lot. 234.
Quite there yet.
just skipped over 100 episodes. No big deal. What's up, guys? Can we talk about Revisited and how DA lost it? Highlighted message. Redeeming those hard-earned points that he got from betting during Smash.
I mean, it was not a good episode. It was not a good stream.
No.
It's honestly, possibly, and I know we say this a lot, the worst thing we've ever done.
That bar just keeps getting raised or lowered, or however you want to look at that.
So somebody during the stream was like, boy, it's a crime there's no face cam. It couldn't have happened that time. We were too mad. DA was, I mean, millimeters away from just punching my wall. It was, I mean, he just had to get up and just like walk around and get it out of his system.
This is like just like an angry pace.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Oh boy.
Punching his head, screaming, dude.
Woo.
Stomping, like,
It's terrible. It's rough stuff out there.
it's legit one of the angriest I've ever seen him.
What an interesting first world problem to have. You getting mad at a YouTube video.
Yeah, because it's the same stuff over and over. And then people just raise the bar of just like, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to explain what I mean. And that's one of my most hated things, of people just explaining stuff. I mean, just saying stuff, stating it, and not explaining, not elaborating, doing nothing. And that dude, he's just rapid fire, machine gun. Da-da-da-da-da. I'm like,
JoJo's
Can't
is so
take this.
boring. And then picture that being the argument for 9 minutes. Everyone was not here. Ralph literally just got here. Triton, you can mark him down as late.
Yeah, I was in.
I will not allow this man to slide in covertly, acting like he wasn't minutes late. I'm not allowing it.
Not at all. Not at all.
I ain't want him to pop up like, "Oh, Triton, yes, everyone is here." Nah.
No, I will fully admit that my D&D session ran late.
Uh-huh.
We were in a big bad fight, and so it went a few minutes over.
Gotcha.
But we killed it with a fireball. It was dope.
Captain Driftwood, thank you for the follow. So you got to
That's
follow.
one of the
That was a
guys.
loud day.
That's one of the guys I play with. Thanks for clicking and following, man.
There you
Appreciate
go.
it.
All right.
Oh, we also got another follower from the.
I see.
Us.
Sniper 2998877. All the numbers. What was I just gonna say?
Boy.
Yeah. So that Smash stream had a lot of fun. Ralph just decides to sneak in there.
That was fucking great.
playing a Pikachu. And yeah, after I dumpstered you once, and then you stuck around. That's when I'm like,
This is suspicious.
I didn't say anything. I'm just like, this seems suspicious.
No, I was just like, yo, it's either somebody from the Discord or somebody just strolling in, they just want to play, and I didn't want to be rude, like, hey, yo, this person didn't know all that good, so you give them a little compliments every now and again, like, oh, you almost got them that time, just to big them up a little bit. You don't want to be like, ooh, stinky, because everybody, ooh, stinky.
But now,
so,
now that you know it's Ralph, are you regretting the compliments?
I went back and watched it. I'm like, oh, you dumb piece of crap. You don't even know what's going on here. How dare.
I don't. I have literally no idea.
I was talking about myself when I was complimenting you.
I also had no idea what I was doing, so it works both ways.
Oh boy. So yeah, had quite a few good streams. God, was it this week that we reached affiliate? It was this week we reached affiliate.
Yeah,
That's
it
right.
was.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's the biggest news.
Well,
of
it
this past
depends
week.
on
It's been a
when you
blur.
start the
It's been a
week.
blur of a week.
Yeah, just we reached affiliate, and Hiwaka's just throwing out the gifteds left and right. He is seemingly determined. Rag Ghoulie, thank you for the follow. He is determined to be number one.
Iwakas is our whale, and I don't understand. I don't know how I feel about that. You're whaling for our
No one
for
should
our
wail
group.
for us.
Yeah, I'm like
no
sitting here.
one.
When I was first told that you were throwing out gift subs, I was like, we have a whale. How?
Dolphin, maybe? Carp for us?
It's monkeys. Fuck you. Take back your subs, motherfucker.
Oh boy. Also, I need to give props to Erwin or Side Tangent. He made a GIF, which give me your fucking PayPal information. I am paying you for this emote.
Oh,
Based
what?
upon my No More Heroes playthroughs, the Tiger. That is currently our only emote right now. I realized we can save 21 emotes to Twitch, but based upon subscriber count, we only have one for tier 1s, one for tier 2s, one for tier 3s. As we
How
get
do
more
you see ours? I can't.
so if you do, let's see, I think for whatever reason our prefix, we can't change it until we reach partner. It's 20 the word and then 81 the number. That's just what Twitch picked for us. But if you do 2081 and capital AHHH or not, I thought it would.
No.
I'll have to figure that out.
Yeah.
But I did upload it to
Yeah,
me. Oh, it might still be pending. It might still be pending. That's why, because
Yeah.
I uploaded it last night. But yeah, thank you very much, man. Yes, please send me the PayPal stuff because I want to pay you for your work. So yeah,
Content creators for our stuff. I kind of don't know how to feel about that. I'm still just like lost in the understanding that y'all are doing this.
holy shit, MK Leo just got the run back, the reverse 3-0 and tweak. Okay, I'm also watching Riptide while we're doing this.
I mean, I'm watching the NFL, so you know how it goes.
And
Come
Leo
on,
actually-
guys,
and
focus
bro,
up.
Leo-
Focus up.
Leo had a
The
rare
reason
pop
you-
off.
The reason you feel like that, Ralph. Oh wait, did anybody? Speaking of pop off, did anybody see the dude that popped off so hard he dislocated his shoulder?
No.
What game?
It-
Where?
It was a Rivals of Aether tournament, I think it was.
Oh, this weekend?
And- yes,
Oh no!
and he won, and he was popping off so hard his shoulder dislocated.
Oh no!
Did he at least win the tournament? It
Yes,
wasn't
he won the tournament.
Because it
Oh,
was
shit,
just like
it was- yeah, this was
semifinals.
today.
It'd be like, oh, whoops.
Yes, he won the tournament.
Wow.
I think I saw the
That's
beginning of that pop off too, but
impressive.
then I walked away. That's nuts.
That's something else.
Yeah.
And Rob,
Mad
the reason you
respect.
feel like it's so weird to have people do stuff for us is because for years we didn't have anybody doing shit for us.
For a
We had
long
pe-
time.
We had people like Drew come up to us and recognize our things, and that was cool. But for the most part, it was just our friends. Hey, you're actually kind of funny.
I also love that versus Drew. It's just like, I'm gonna gatekeep you guys so hard.
Okay,
He fucking
does
will.
anybody know what he was talking about?
Nope.
Because he just favorited my tweet and then just walked away. I'm like, no, what did that happen, or is this just like a
I don't
myth?
remember it either.
Okay, so
Wait, what?
either he got to roll back in a Rolodex, or
We'll have to see.
we're all just forgetting something.
I
Wait,
heard that
what?
NFL audio. I don't want us getting.
Oh no, that wasn't NFL. That was
Is that the pop off?
yes.
Holy shit. Holy shit, he actually took his own ass right out.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Also, as always, your weekly reminder: Black Lives Matter. Stop Asian hate. Get your fucking vaccines. Wear your masks, please.
Also, speaking of just stop Asian hate, am I the only one here who's seen Shang-Chi in the Ten Rings?
Yes, I am not going to theaters.
Fair. Where you are, fair. I went to an empty theater.
That's the
I'm
only way
going
I'll
to
go.
a theater. Yeah, I'm going to. Me and V-Man are potentially renting out a theater to go see James Bond. That's the only way I would go.
Boy, I will say this right now. I loved the movie. It had its flaws. I will outwardly say it had its flaws. But I will say it was a rollback to like the way Marvel was in the beginning of its run, where it just did its thing and was unapologetically its own thing, like the first Iron Man movie. I will put it akin to the first Iron Man movie. The comedic timing was fine. It was paced. It wasn't like heavy-handed like it was in Thor Ragnarok. And it wasn't poorly set like it was in a good few Marvel movies that have come out lately, like the kind of rough humor in Black Widow. It was actually a lot of fun, well written, well choreographed. My God, the fight scenes were insane.
I hear that a lot.
Dude, it was nuts. The bus fight scene alone had me hyped. And then once the actual mystical shit came in, it was flashy, but it was fun. It was well choreographed. And every bit of the magic, of like the armor, the weapons, all of it was given gravitas. It was given a history. Everybody that was using something, you understood why they were using it and how they were good with it.
All right.
I cannot suggest enough that everyone go see this movie in some way, shape, or form somehow as soon as they comfortably can.
Hey,
Because it
I
is a
saw some-
disservice to not see it in theaters, especially because it is definitely a quote-unquote cinematic movie.
I don't care about that. I can enjoy a movie just as much.
You can, but I'm saying it definitely, with how big it is towards the end, it's worth it to see it on a big screen. For
I
sure.
will say this. I also saw some movies this weekend, including Don't Breathe 2
Uh-oh.
and Escape Room Tournament of Champions.
Oh, no.
Both stinky.
Oh no! Escape Room 2?
Are we
Stinky,
really
stinky.
surprised?
Yes, I loved Escape Room, dude. It was really good. Escape Room 2, it's this big old like overarching plot, and then it's just like I don't give a shit about none of this. None of this.
Were at least the traps good?
No.
Oh my
There was-
goodness.
And I only say they weren't good because of how quickly people would figure out some. It'd be like, ba-ba. So you mean ba-ba? Oh, yes, ba-ba. So we need to ba-ba. Gotcha, let's ba-ba.
Oh, God.
Oh, are you talking about the pendulum theory? Oh, 3.14 pi. Oh, no, it's 3.1462.
Someone
And I'll just-
please isolate the Baba rant that BG just went on. I want that. I want that in audio form that is going on my soundboard.
It was it was like two good traps I really liked out of maybe 5. and one of them is the very first one. So enjoy, Piggy, slop up. Oh, and for the people that were thinking Don't Breathe 2, there was gonna be some twist where it's just like, no, the old man is shown like the daughter was kidnapped. No, old man's the hero. Old rapist, turkey basting, forced pregnancy man is the hero.
Oh, fun.
Please clap. Please clap.
I'd rather not.
That's a swerve?
No.
I mean,
No.
it is a swerve in that it's not a swerve. It's like M. Night Shyamalan not doing a twist.
Mhm.
That's a swerve.
Yeah. Wow.
It's a swerve in that it's not a swerve because you were supposed. No, Triton. In this movie, you're supposed to clap. You're supposed to clap for old man. He has a dog that dies, and you're just supposed to feel sad for him and the dog.
Yeah. Mm.
No.
Mm.
Oh, and you know what? I don't even care. Spoilers. I don't even care. Nobody should go watch this movie. So, it turns out that the young girl was the daughter of like a heavy criminal and a heavy criminal and a crack addict, meth addict. They were cooking up meth. The lab exploded. It hurt the woman. The guy went to jail, and the daughter got picked up by the old man. So they come back because the mother's dying because of the accident. You know, she needs a new heart, and they need a direct donor. So they get the girl back to do a bootleg back alley surgery to transplant the heart. So the old man has to go there and try to stop it. You're
What?
telling me that's not supposed to be clap? Please save the girl from her terrible parents. Her terrible meth addict parents. You're telling me you're not supposed to clap for the old man? It's a terrible movie.
Like a Dumbledore clap, maybe? Just like a really silent pat on the back
Nope.
of your hand?
Nope. You're supposed to stand and applaud. There's no golf here. You're at CM Punk returned. That's what you're doing.
Oh, please don't.
Yes.
Don't.
You're
Don't
supposed to
taint
jump
that
for
moment.
joy. It's a terrible movie.
Just
dude.
imagine like the old dude walking off up onto the ramp with the crowd. Wow.
Rape this guy! Rape this guy!
Wow. Okay. All right, so we have a few little news things. First of all, one thing I forgot to mention last week that I wanted to. Did any of you guys see the Nick All-Star leak?
I didn't see the leak, but I've seen a lot of the speculation based off the.
So
cover.
do we
Yeah,
care?
I saw the leak. I got my ear to the ground with that game.
Yeah, I don't really care.
Okay, so what happened was I think it was Amazon had a listing for the game where they showed the cover art of the box, and it
Oh.
showed 4 unannounced characters.
Oh,
That-
and who were they?
That being both avatars, Korra and Aang,
Yep, people
Not,
knew
not a
that one.
surprise.
and Ren and Stimpy.
Ben
Yeah,
and
people knew that
Stimpy.
So yeah,
Uh,
I want to play Korra. Cause like Aang, I feel like he's gonna be like super like floaty and like very quick in that. I feel like Korra's just gonna be a bruiser, and I want to
Yeah.
play that.
That game looks a lot of
yeah,
fun, and all the stuff that they've been showing lately, I'm like, ooh, what are y'all doing with this game? It seems very like this is gonna be a combo heavy game.
Yeah,
On
like,
top of
because
being
it's
a-
just so easy to do.
And on top of being a combo heavy game, it also seems like a very defensive game because you got just blocks and all this extra stuff, and it's just like,
Air dodging.
Mhm.
what are y'all doing? So you got blocks, you got good blocks, and you got flawless blocks. Where the flawless blocks, you can instantly hit somebody, you instantly reverse it. Like it's so ridiculous. It's like a fucking parry at that point.
and then
And I mean
grabbing,
an
you can
actual one.
projectiles are like weakened in comparison to other games because you can just grab the projectile out of
Which
the
is
air and toss
very
it back at
odd.
people. So yeah, they
And you
actually
can
had
knock it back with certain moves, and it'll go faster and hit harder,
Yeah.
depending on how many times.
every
you go back and
move.
forth.
It's every move. Every move's a reflector if you time it.
See,
So yeah, actually, on the note, this past week they showed off a gameplay demonstration of like all the various mechanics of the game, and they showed off just the fact that projectiles can be reflected. They can be grabbed out of the air. You can grab people in the air, so you can go like grab, jump, throw to grab, jump, throw. Like you can chain grab in the air. And they also showed off like air dodges and movement tech, which one of the big things that like Melee people were just flipping out about is wave landing and wave dashing. You can wave dash in this game like Melee. So yeah, like
and it seemed kind of easy. It seemed like a jump and then like down button.
yep, just like down air dodge into the stage. But like just I think just because, you know, like Nick Studio game, they might have not had a amount of time. There's still like a level of like Nicktoon Brawler jank to it.
Of course.
So like the gameplay.
I think Nick was not so they didn't believe hard enough because there's no voices, so they were like, we're not gonna pay for that. They thought it was gonna be like another Nicktoon Racer where they might sell 120K copies, 150K, whatever. You know, you guys, this is your budget. Do what you can with it. And I think that was it, and I think that was the problem because they did not expect people to jump so hard on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just like the developers, like with what they had, seem to have gone hard.
As far as they could.
Yeah.
They fought for the roster. They fought for a rollback net code. They fought for the voices. They just couldn't get them. Dude, they know what they need to do.
Do you think that might be something, depending on how successful the game is, that they patch in voices?
I doubt it. It seems it's way too many characters. It's way too many. You got to get somebody like Tim Curry, and he's an older gentleman. I believe he had a stroke recently.
Here, I think you could do it just like they did Negan in Tekken, where they didn't have the guy come in and record it. They just took voice clips from the show.
Oh, you can absolutely do that, and they're gonna do that if it. I think it's coming to PC as well.
Yep.
Yeah, they're gonna mod that in.
Oh, people are
for
definitely
sure.
going to mod that part in. That's why I want to get it for PC, but I don't think it's crossplay, and that's what scares me. Because I want to be able to play it with the most amount of people, and I don't know what console that's going to be. But if it's
Yeah.
crossplay, it's absolutely PC A1 day one.
Yeah, I think. I don't know. Like the mod aspect actually really intrigues me. I think I would rather get it for PC purely because of that. Just because, like, I don't think I would play it that much on the go with my Switch. So I think PC would make the most sense.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But at the same time, that has the greatest potential for the lowest user base.
True. So yeah, we'll see. Yeah, that's definitely a wait and see. I'm gonna get it. I just don't know for what.
Yeah, same here. What do we want for DLC?
I mean, I wanted
Rocco,
the
Rocco,
avatars. So
Rocco,
I got that.
XJ9. Give me them two.
XJ9 is a strong one. I don't see why she's not
XJ9.
in
That would
frame
be
one.
really good. That would be really good. Now I'm like going through Nicktoons in my head. So let's see. We
Rocco
we
XJ9.
have Helga, right, from Hey Arnold. Helga's in it.
Yep.
Reptar is the Rugrats rep.
Surprised there's no Fairly Odd Parents representation.
Yeah. Jorgen von Strangle. You know what? Boom. Give me Jorgen von Strangle.
Dual character Norbert and Daggett.
Oh yeah, Angry
Ooh,
Beavers.
Angry Beavers. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh man. Ooh.
Danny Phantom.
Fuck. He's already in it.
I thought Danny was already in it. Yeah.
Is he already in?
Someone
Yeah.
from Kablam.
Okay.
One of the Action Hero
Oh, yeah.
Now people.
I want
The
the
alien.
Action League now bad.
Yeah.
The alien not from Kablam.
Oh, Prometheus and Bob.
Yeah, Prometheus and Bob.
Dude.
I think Gerald would work better than Arnold.
Same.
Yeah.
Give me LT Gray! Quit playing and put LT Gray in there!
So now, do you think they like? Nah, never mind. Actually, and the more I think about it, never mind. I was thinking like, do you think maybe they really reach into like Nick Jr. or something? But I don't think they want like those
No
franchises
maybe.
associated with violence. So like, yeah, never mind.
It's sad we're not gonna get Doug.
Doug is
Oh, that'd
Disney,
be-
man. Jimmy Neutron seems like he would have a really good like
Ooh.
arsenal.
Yeah. Somebody from Rocket Power.
Oh,
this is
yes.
true.
Chalk Zone? Oh my god, Chalk Zone would be awesome.
Ooh. Didn't even think of that.
Let's put it like this: they have a very strong opportunity here with this game if it performs well at launch, which it's sounding like it's going to. And if they don't fucking capitalize on this, it's going to be such a shame.
Dude. Yeah, they're like, there's a lot that they could potentially throw into this. Like, even like I just keep going to like maybe like think outside of cartoons maybe, but I don't know, like because I was thinking like live action stuff. Like, would they even try to venture into there?
Nah.
Drake and
Nah, I
Josh?
don't-
No. Especially
Ooh,
now.
definitely no.
Definitely not.
Oh boy.
I mean, I could see a Miranda Cosgrove in it if they were going live action,
Mhm.
but I don't think they will.
Keenan and Kel.
That'd be funny.
Oh boy.
Clarissa Explains It All would be interesting.
All right. So moving on with some other gaming news that we have. There was a article, just a little glimpse of hope. Bayonetta 3 is still continuing development. It is progressing.
Those types of things are meaningless to me. I don't want.
Meaningless?
Yes, we're still working on it. It means nothing to me.
Hey,
Absolutely nothing.
last I heard,
Give me-
development was
give me
paused.
a screenshot. Give me a screenshot. Give me a date. Give me Helena Taylor on Twitter going, "Yo, I'm recording." Give me something that doesn't tell me that it's in pre-alpha.
She might not be coming back.
I know, and that's just like an automatic no buy.
Really?
Yeah, she's amazing. She's
Sure.
absolutely great.
Other people can be amazing though.
No, she's my Bayonetta. all
Not
there is
my
to it.
Bayonetta.
Oh, man.
That's
I
all
think-
there is to it.
I think Chris Rager or whatever his name is a pretty good voice for Blackbeard.
Yeah, absolutely.
The original is better.
Yeah, but you know that was unfortunately he
Yeah.
passed away, so that's one thing. But she's alive. She is very much alive. But yeah, he is really good as Blackbeard.
But the other thing that was in the article is them showing off anything is not their decisions to make. I don't think they named it in the article, but basically it's like Nintendo is just who decides when they can show off stuff. They are publishing the game. So there was that. Tales of Arise came out. I'm having fun with it.
Oh, really? How far are you into it?
I got past like the first section, I'll call it. First little arc.
Let's just go hours.
Somewhere between 6 and 10 hours, roughly.
Okay. So,
But yeah,
that's good.
because I feel like you had said like the combat is slow. Am I remembering that correctly?
Yeah.
To me it feels like Tales. I'd say it's faster than some of the older games, so I don't have that same complaint.
Yeah. But I'm coming right off of Berseria, which was just like really, really snappy and fast. So maybe that's what I'm comparing it to.
Okay.
That's just my.
I mean, the last one I played was Vesperia remake, and that's the old style. So, but yeah, enjoying it so far. Dude, like I'm recognizing voice actors way too much now. Like it's kind of like to the point where I'm just like, man, I know too many of these voices now.
It's my nightmare.
Like
It's just,
lead guy, I'm like
instantly-
sitting there, I'm like, I recognize his voice, and then he said a line that sounded a lot like Noctis from Final Fantasy 15. I'm like, Ray Chase. And then lead girl starts talking, I'm like, Futaba. That's Erica.
Yep.
God, deep voice guy. I'm forgetting his name, but I recognize his voice all the time.
Travis Willingham.
No.
Patrick Seist.
There you go. It's 1 and 2. The next one is Chris Sabat. I think those are the three. But yeah,
Triton, absolutely. It's not even gonna be baby mode if I don't get my bail. It's just gonna be like, well, that is a game that exists, and I'm just not gonna play.
that is nuts to me.
It's insanity. I need the complete package: the hair, the voice, everything, the gameplay, story. But I need everything in order for me to, and once you take away something, it's just like, well, my enjoyment dips, but the hair I can take. I'm still in. But Helena Taylor.
And you know what the funny thing is going to be is I'm of course going to buy this game when it comes out. I'm going to enjoy myself. And the next time this motherfucker comes to visit and we're all sleeping in when he wakes up at 6 a.m. because he's weird, guess what he's going to play? He's going to steal my Switch and start playing Bayonetta 3 in handheld mode.
Mark my words. Timestamp this. If Helena Taylor does not come back, I am not playing this game. Bar none.
You want to bet money on it?
Hey, y'all, sub goal.
I'll put $1,000 on it. You can write that down.
$1,000 bet.
$1,000.
Will never play Bayonetta.
Mike is making that note.
If what's her name? Sorry,
Helena Taylor.
Helena Taylor. Spelled that wrong.
What's our bet board looking like?
Voice Bayonetta.
Not good.
Let's see. The things that I have left are DA betting brother that Mirio will die. No money amount. BG bets DA that third Sony Spidey movie will be as good as Far From Home.
Oh yes.
And-
yes.
Oh no!
What were you thinking?
Wait a second. Hang on. I need to go back and listen to that. I don't agree with that. What's going on here? Wait a second.
And then we already know.
Why do I suck in week to week? I don't agree with myself in August. What is going on?
And then this
You
one
fucked up,
and
homie.
this one we all remember. DA already knows he fucked up on this. This has a money amount. DA bets
Oh,
BG
no.
$50 that One Piece live action will look all right.
Oh no! Oh, this is so bad.
Don't be surprised when I come up in here with a bag full of pennies. Cause that's what you getting.
I'll take
Oh.
that penny.
Oh no! Gavin highlighted a message. DA sucks day to day.
Absolutely.
Another highlight. Why do you
minute by
suck?
minute, I am growing more and more distasteful and disdain. I grow more disdain for a minute ago because I have horrible takes. I don't know I need to go back and find that episode and listen to me and hate myself. Because my goodness, what happened? Why would I make that bet?
Because you did.
Yeah, what is with that bet? Far From Home will be better than the
As
third
good.
one?
As good.
No. That means that the second would have to be better in DA's mind.
Yeah, I don't know what you're thinking there with that
I
one.
don't know what he's thinking.
You must have just been tired or something, and you just went, "Yeah, no, I think that sounds right."
No.
Bet.
It's the simplest answer.
Hold on,
I
hold on.
suck.
Triton remembers the bet. All right, Triton, just give us a timestamp or what episode, just so DA can go back
Or a
and listen to
rough
this,
quote of it.
or a rough quote too. Either way would work. Just because we need to hear what caused this insane stupidity.
What is wrong with me?
You're you. You're you. We know this.
Oh boy.
Was that all we have left?
You thought it just wouldn't be as good.
This isn't a bet, more a prediction, but I think at this point I probably think this has already hit it by far, especially with the revamp that came
Oh,
out.
yeah.
But FF7
Oh, yeah.
remake hits 5 million in August 2020. BG it says BG's friend said it would hit 10 million in 2 years, which I think it's probably eclipsed that by this point. Because it was pretty darn close the last time we talked about this, which was like a year after it came out.
Yep. Oh, do we have any completed bets, or do you just take them off?
I take them off.
That I would love to know some of the failings of the D.
There's one that you won, right? I'm trying to think.
I believe I won a Roman Reigns one.
Yeah. That's it.
I definitely won that.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns will headline WrestleMania again. No.
You also won that Detroit Become Human.
Goldberg was
dude.
one of them.
Which one?
Goldberg was one of them.
What Goldberg bet did we make? What are you doing?
Dude.
This is why you can't be an addict of gambling.
You can be active anything.
Oh, just put it all on this one number. Sir, that number's not on the board. I need it.
Maybe it was Roman.
So
Reigns.
you have 14 cards and still under 21. I suggest that you just stay. No. I know I got 20, but I feel that ace is coming.
Oh boy. All right. Let's see. A couple of smaller gaming things, and then one movie. Oh, this is the one movie thing. Anyone? I don't feel like anyone here is a Matrix fan.
I am.
Oh, you are? Okay. So the Matrix Resurrection trailer came out.
It sure did.
Weirdly leaked by not weirdly, but it was just pumped up by Hideo Kojima, which
Yeah,
yeah.
that was very strange.
but you know what? Out of any movie franchise that man would like, Matrix totally seems like in his wheelhouse.
Oh, absolutely.
But yeah, first trailer looks neat. About all I can say.
Yeah.
Do y'all think it'll be good? Is the thing.
It'll be interesting.
I think with all of the goodwill that Keanu has built up from John Wick and all the other stuff he's been in recently, I feel like the potential is pretty good for it to be good.
I mean, goodwill doesn't mean anything.
I'm just saying, he goodwill / he seems to be in his golden age of acting right now. To me,
Sure, but that really doesn't mean anything if it's got a bad script. He can't do anything about that. He just goes up and reads his lines.
true. I don't know. I feel like it has.
Let's
potential.
not forget about Cyberpunk.
Yeah,
That is not wrong.
True. Let's see here. We got this is just a fun little thing. So, speedrunning as games and people persist, new tech is found for various games that can drastically decrease world record times and what have you. And just for whatever reason, the Breath of the Wild speedrunning has progressed in the Dragon Ball fashion. Where it's just okay, they're just kind of running around and they just get to the boss and beat the game. Then they decide to go to General Tao and start riding inanimate objects to get from place to place really fast. They start riding trees, they start riding rocks, what have you. Now they've just learned how to fly. Someone just by, messing, dicking around, found this weird tech where you basically get launched into the air and you just float. And you can just build up momentum and just fly to the end of the game. It's just fascinating to me that people just continuously. It's man, this is a solved game. No, it's not.
Well, you say that, but there was a new glitch for Metal Gear Solid that came out that allowed them to
a
shave
random
off the time.
streamer just figured it out. It wasn't
Yep.
even people speedrunners discovering it. She just
It
was
was her first time playing Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, and she just for anyone that knows the original Metal Gear Solid, there's the stairwell that you have to run up, and it's 20 floors or something. It's a lot.
1,000 floors.
Yeah, and there's this door that you run up to, and the camera actually dead focuses on the door, but you walk up to it, and it's locked, and it's somewhere that you come back from later in the game. But she was getting chased, and she decided to lean on the door, or wall cling to the door, and some dude just came up and either shot her, or butted with the gun, and she glitches through the door, and speedrunner's just what is this? And then within a few days, they found consistent strats and like shaved off like a half hour off of the world record of Metal Gear Solid.
They
Fucking
even named the
ridiculous.
glitch after her.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
nothing's figured out ever.
Yeah. Backwards long jump. Like the only game, maybe, that is as close to being figured out as possible is the original Super Mario Bros. Because like they have tasked that game up the butt to the point of like this is like frame wise, input wise, the fastest possible time. And at this point, that game, what people are trying to do is to match tasks, like via human means, try and get as close to task levels as possible. And I think they're like 2 seconds off, or 2 frames, I should say, not even second, 2 frames off, which is nuts.
I could never be that diligent with video games.
Not ever.
Out
I
of
have
all
a
those, I'd
friend
say
that did it
DA
get
would be
through.
the closest, considering he just
Yeah, oh, definitely.
honestly
He likes
grinds.
that monotonous bullshit. I have a friend that's getting into speed running. He's been doing Resident Evil 7, and it's just tedious.
Mhm.
Yeah, I could not do the speed run thing. I don't have the patience for that.
I like using strats, just like looking at certain strats, and if they're like easy enough to implement, like doing them and stuff. Like I did that for Kingdom Hearts, for the data organization fights in Kingdom Hearts 2. I used a couple speedrunning strats, and they work.
I mean, okay, that's fair. Like using the strats, like they do
In your
help. I
day to
will
day
say
game,
that.
sure.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. That helps out in a massive way. Like I did that too when I was fighting one of the data bosses for Organization 13 as well. I forget which one. Zemnis? I think it was Zemnis.
For me, it was Larxene. Her battle, like her whole thing is she clones herself, but each one of her clones
Yeah.
has a hitbox, so you get as many
Yep.
clones out as possible. Go final form and Faraga, which is an AoE around you, and it just melts
Yeah.
the health bar.
I was just trying to dodge Zemnis's fucking what's it called nonsense, the ranged laser thing.
Yeah.
But see, stuff like that, that's not fun to me because you're not figuring it out yourself. You're basically just going, what?
You just argue with me on Uno about this.
What?
Figuring things out yourself.
No,
You're just
no.
screaming across the table.
No, this is you just
Oh, here we
implementing-
go.
This is you just implementing somebody else's strats. It's
Yes! That was my point.
that's not implementing somebody
Yes,
else's
it is.
strats.
You're literally
Uh-oh.
just screaming what the card is instead of figuring out how to stop it yourself.
How is two people figuring out? How is two people going? This is what I got. Can you stop this?
You're not you're not winning the game on your own merits. You're using the knowledge of someone else to help either prolong the game or stop the next person from winning.
Help is the big thing, as opposed to straight out, I'm going to use this person's strat to the point where Mike can just rattle it off years later to this point. You are helping. You are not going, across the table, I'm going to win, right. You are going, let's stop this person so one of us can possibly win later.
But my entire thing was that you are not using your own thing to win or stop somebody else winning. You're just using the knowledge of the next person.
It's,
What's
I
wrong-
think for an
I don't see the link there at all.
I think for an individual game, that Uno is an individual game. Everybody's trying to win for themselves. To use the knowledge of another player to try to win takes away a little bit of the individualism of the game itself. It'd be like in poker, if somebody has a lot of chips and everybody else doesn't have a lot of chips, so 3 people fold and then they slide a note across you of the cards they had, so you can figure out the odds over the other person.
Again, that's not that it's a rule in Uno that you can switch cards. This is that's sliding across the table. That's pure and simple bull crap.
Okay, but
this is
there is a rule that you can switch, but there's no rule against sliding a note across in poker, just like there's no rule against telling the person.
I can't say that there's no rule against that.
I mean, I could look up the rule book of poker. I doubt there is a written rule that says you cannot slide a note across. of what you had in your hand.
Okay, but if you look up the rule book of the NBA, I'm sure there's not a rule book that you can't bring in DVD player and start watching Halloween 2. But you don't do that.
There might not be, because there is some behavioral rules. So it might be like you need to be acting in a professional manner and bringing the DVD and the TV to
But
it.
I'm
Might
sure
not.
there will also be some rules of just like communicating with other players. Collusion.
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 I don't think
Collusion.
Cahoosion.
They're in cahoots.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're thinking cahooting
Yeah.
and collusion together.
Yeah.
I don't think there. I think there's a like if you're on the side making deals, I think there is a rule for that. But just telling the table what you had or a specific player what you had, I don't think there's
millions
a rule.
of dollars on the line. You're telling me they're just gonna be like, yeah, that's all cool.
I never said millions of dollars.
Poker tournament?
No, I didn't say a poker tournament. I said it's like a poker game. Let's say you're in a basement with friends.
But still, you're just saying this stuff without this is specifically against another person because they slide this stuff around and going, this person will not win, you will win because we're all out of here.
No, they're not out though. They still they're trying to lower that person's shit.
And with
so they have a
poker,
better
like you
chance.
can't pass your cards around, so there's no like inherent advantage.
Yeah,
But no,
that's
my whole thing.
the whole thing is you're taking away that one rule of just like I can legally and it's a rule see your car, and this person is colluding against these people.
But if you are taking the person's card, yes, you have the knowledge of that, and I am 1,000,000% fine with that. The other two people do not have the knowledge of that, and that's my whole argument of it.
And I see nothing wrong with saying it.
Okay, that's all.
But again, I don't see the link between Mike going, I'm going to look at this person's strat and use it verbatim in order to beat this person that I cannot beat, and going and the Uno thing. I don't see the link between
My whole thing was the knowledge of using something to help you win.
No, it's not helping you win. It's preventing somebody from winning and using that strat verbatim too.
Yeah, it's preventing someone to win to increase
E.g.,
your odds.
Uno-
Increase your odds as opposed to I'm going to use this strat to win, to the point where
But
Mike
it
can
only-
rattle it off the strategy years later.
But it's only increasing his odds because he can still lose that battle.
Absolutely, but after the time he's gonna go back and go, what did I do wrong? And not just like because it's if it's proven with a speed run, that means that it's proven to work. So he has to figure out what he did wrong as opposed to what's the variable in the game itself. So he's going to go back and look at the speed run and go, oh, this is what I did wrong.
Oh, you're not wrong,
As
Gavin.
opposed to,
Not wrong.
Also, actually, just to counterpoint DA's view, have you ever looked at a walkthrough to get past a spot that you're stuck at?
Have I ever looked at it? Yes.
DA.
And it
I'm
lowered-
talking
Oh,
specifically.
he's talking to DA.
Oh, sorry.
absolutely.
So how is that different?
That's because I'm stuck at a part and I don't know how to solve this part, as opposed to
Sure,
you
I'm stuck on the boss
going,
fight.
There's a way to beat the boss fight. If it's something that I'm missing that just do not know and I've been stuck here for
There's a
hours.
way to figure that out, though, is by keeping trying. Same thing as the boss fight. You figure that out by keeping trying. That's your argument. Is you shouldn't be. Is if you're stuck, it's just situationally where it's acceptable. Being stuck is being stuck. If you want help, you can get help if you ask for it, but you have to go look for it.
Let's look at it like the 12 minutes thing. Talk to the girlfriend. I would have figured that out eventually. As opposed, I keep saying as opposed.
Or you could have drugged her
I'm-
50 more times.
But if you go over to the fight thing, it is literally just trial and error, as opposed instead of just I'm missing something. You can
trial and error.
You can brute force your way through a fight, but you can't brute force your way through something that needs
Through figuring something out.
a puzzle or something.
Can you say your cards in poker? You can show your cards. This is usually inadvisable except on the river when you're considering calling a final bet. Sometimes players will flip over their cards hoping for a useful reaction from the other player. It's usually, but not always, allowed to show just one card.
But that's for advantage for yourself, not to disadvantage somebody
It is
else.
an advantage for yourself because you're prolonging the game to increase your odds of winning. And
Yes,
Uno.
but
Yes.
you're not screwing somebody else over.
You
I'm
are
talking
the
about in
person that
poker.
would have won.
I'm talking about in poker.
Yes,
you're not
you
screwing
are.
somebody else over. You're going, I'm flipping my cards in order to psych you out.
No, but
That's a legitimate strategy.
But it's not just to psych you out. That could elicit a reaction, or you could flip it just to screw the person over. Like, hey, I have an ace, and there's 3 aces on the board, so you ain't got to worry about the ace if you got better cards.
But who would do that?
People apparently, because it's a rule that you can.
No, but who would?
I have no idea.
You're
But
just
I'm
going
saying-
This might happen someday.
But
This
is
can
what I'm
happen.
saying.
But who would
It's
do
a
that?
rule. It's a rule that you can do this.
Yes, but this is the difference between disadvantaging a certain player as opposed to, I'm gonna keep saying that, I don't care, just trying to get an advantage yourself.
But
That's the difference.
I think you're getting your advantage through disadvantaging the other player.
In what aspect? The poker or the
The Uno.
The purpose is in that when you go, what's the strategy? The purpose is to disadvantage the player and then to increase your odds.
Mhm.
Instead of in poker, the purpose is to simply not to disadvantage them, to psych them out in order to get better odds.
But wouldn't that be a disadvantage to them if you were in their mind?
No, because they can just put up a wall and just not fall for the bait.
I don't think that's.
And
how
the
it-
other thing,
Are you
though,
telling me
too,
that
with-
every single trick,
No.
people fall for every single
But
trick?
I don't think that's, you could just say, oh, they can put up a wall. I don't think that's, because if your whole thing is to elicit a response, you're either putting the other people on the table at disadvantage for your own advantage, or you are just doing something perceived to be inadvisable.
But you're not doing it to put anybody at a disadvantage. You're doing it to win.
I think you are putting someone at a disadvantage. If somebody sees your card and they have in their eyes, okay, the odds of them having this card is this, but you actually have that card. Somebody's at a disadvantage because now the bluff doesn't work because the person doesn't think they have that card anymore.
But that's not the same thing. That's not you're not doing this to point to somebody and go, this person will not win. You're in your mind going, I'm gonna do this for my benefit, and if other people are made detrimental by this, that's a benefit.
Okay,
but if I do this,
what's the point of calling out a card at Uno? Is it for your benefit?
what do you mean? Are you talking about?
If me and you switch a card, I had 7, you had 1. Now I have the 1. Calling out a card, is that to your advantage?
No, it's to your detriment.
But it's to your advantage as well.
But it's the detriment first.
I think it's the advantage first.
No, because the detriment, if you got the 1 card, how is it to my advantage to call that out? It would be more to your disadvantage. You have a higher chance of winning than I have of losing.
No,
I
because
think it's
now
to everyone
there's
else's at the table's advantage, therefore,
Including yours.
most of your detriment. So in the case of 4, 3-to-1 odds, so to speak, you are being disadvantaged to 3 other people versus DA getting advantage to 1 person. I think I like DA's logic more, honestly, that you're more at a disadvantage.
I don't
than he's at an
understand that.
advantage.
I don't understand that math though. I think what you did put yourself at the best possible advantage to continue the game and or win.
Is that a
But we have a
response
long
for me?
pocket. This is going
Yeah.
for a long time.
Oh, boy.
And you just ignoring the fact that you got blown up in your own poll.
Oh yeah, you got ratioed
that
to
was a
hell.
blow up. that was a blow up. I can't believe how many people are cool with just calling across the table. I put it on the forum too. There were a lot of yeses there, a lot more yeses than no's there, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
because people were like, Uno is mostly about luck and stuff. Why would you take out the one strategy that you could have? But I my whole thing was I think it just hurts gamemanship as a whole.
Yeah, I literally was just like, okay, I see the Twitter post. Well, nope, he's getting ratioed to hell in there. Oh, he posted to Facebook. Oh, getting ratioed to hell there.
I don't think I was on Facebook. 'Cause
No, you
I don't
did.
think I wasn't reading it, but I think I only got like 3 comments. Or
And they
something.
were all against you.
I don't know if that's not like the Twitter thing where I got like 87 something.
He didn't get bombed. No.
All
Yeah,
right.
Twitter he got bombed. Facebook was just like a soft beaning.
But Trayton, is strategy worth it if it hurts the game as a whole?
But you see it as hurting. the
Yeah,
game.
yeah, that's my whole thing. I think it hurts the game, but the whole positive of it, or the whole plus that people say is, strategy. But is strategy worth it if it hurts the game as a whole?
In your perception.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
But
For
but
me-
okay,
for
but
me.
what if somebody goes, is
Okay,
it worth
other
having
people-
7 cards in your hand if it hurts the game? And you go, what the f are you talking about? 7
But that-
cards, who cares?
But how does that hurt the game? Having 7 cards in your hand?
How does strategy hurt the game?
Because it hurts gamemanship to me and the individualism of the game. For something like an asset builder, like a Monopoly or a Risk, I think it's fine. Because you're trying to build assets to win. You're not trying to build assets in Uno to win. You're just trying to have 0 cards in your hand.
All right.
Fun is subjective. So what makes it more fun for one person doesn't make it more fun for the other people.
Well,
Okay, well,
I think-
again, this conversation has lasted.
Yeah, let's speed through these
Yeah.
things so I
All
can
right,
finish my football game.
last,
I am very tired.
last thing before our big thing. Apple lost its lawsuit to Epic.
Did they?
Yes,
Yeah.
they did. They must
Really?
allow for third-party currency to be used in apps on their platform that can circumvent their fees.
Oh, they lost 1 out of the 4 counts then.
Hey, that's good.
It's a big one. It's
Yeah.
a big one.
Because
Apple
I saw-
stock
They get
I
trained
saw
to
I
bet.
saw this I saw the CEO of Epic post something about losing. So I was like, wait, what?
about Apple.
They might have
losing.
lost something else they wanted.
They lost
but
3 of the 4.
If you, if you gotta give Apple 30% of your revenue just for using their system, and now you don't, if people go to your system, that hurts Apple and it helps you.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, it
And that
opens.
was.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
It
Go ahead.
opens. It opens the door for every other app on their platform to implement their own currency. Every other app. So it's a big deal. You gonna say
I
something,
wonder
BJ?
if it's gonna help things like DoorDash, because DoorDash jacks up the prices of menu items, and I think
Mhm.
that's because of the 30% thing from Apple and Google. So I wonder if places will start lowering their price a little bit, since they're, because even just let's say 10% is gonna look better that it's a lower price now.
Mhm.
Because if you're a DoorDash and you go, you can buy it through Apple for this amount, or you can buy it through our store for this amount, and it's 10% cheaper, they're still raking in 20% more of the base level, what they would have gotten in revenue, while also looking like a value to the people that are going towards it.
True. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting for sure. Yeah, Apple's. I remember that day, like Apple's stock tanked to like $10. It
Good.
was a big
Anything
ol'-
that hurt these giant monopolistic and tech giants, get them out of here.
All right. And the last thing is the state of play announcements that Sony showed off. This was a chunky boy. This had a lot of meat. A lot of meat. I don't have everything here, but I kind of have most of the big heavy hitters. There was a new trailer for Ghostwire, which I hadn't seen too much gameplay of it. It looks very interesting.
Yeah. I was always going to be into that.
Mm-hmm. That we have a Alan Wake remaster being
That
made.
got leaked like 2 days before it, so they just showed the trailer off. There's some comparison shots. It's night and day. It looks really different.
Really?
Yeah, if you look at it, it looks like if you played the original Alan Wake, there were like cinematic parts to it. The regular gameplay looks like the cinematic parts, and especially in the lighting, it's way different.
Gotcha. I mean, it's been a very, very, very long time since I played that game, but I remember really liking it.
Yeah. I might play the remake because I feel like the remake is to either reacclimate people or get new people in, like PlayStation users, to
Mhm.
the original Alan Wake, so they can announce an Alan Wake 2. I wouldn't even be surprised if there was a post-credit scene, just like a trailer for an Alan Wake 2 or something.
Yeah. Speaking of remakes, and especially speaking of remakes being on a different platform,
Boy, my eyes cannot roll any higher.
KOTOR
So happy for you. So happy
remake
for you.
on PlayStation as a timed exclusive. There's been announced it is a
PS5.
timed exclusive. It'll be coming to PC eventually. But just the fact
No,
that
I
it's
think
not
it comes to PC the same day. I think it comes to the other consoles later.
No. It is PlayStation 5 exclusive, console exclusive. PlayStation's
Console
or
exclusive.
PC is later.
Okay.
That's what they've announced. But yeah, the fact that it's coming out on PlayStation and not Xbox, which was what its original launch was, is kind of bonkers.
I hate it.
Kind of nuts.
I hate it. I
But-
hate it so much that these companies keep just paying for games and not to be on other things.
Yeah.
Because I think it was either Nintendo or Sony or something. Yeah, I think it was Sony that paid $5 million for the VR exclusive for Resident Evil 7. Do you know how much stuff you can buy or you can help get started with $5 million that just went to people playing VR on your thing? And hate it. And now there's rumors that there's an Indiana Jones coming out and it's supposed to be exclusive to Xbox now. Terrible.
Well, yeah, because it's
And
made.
Spider-Man and the Avengers exclusive to Sony. Terrible.
Yeah, it's because it's made by Bethesda, right? The Indiana Jones one, I think. Or no, is it LucasArts? I don't remember. The only thing that like I can think of where like that's fine is if no one was gonna give you the night of day anyways until you get picked up as an exclusive for something like Bayonetta 2 with Nintendo.
Yes, 1,000,000%. If you are funding the game, I have no problem with you saying it's only on our thing. Go ahead, you do you. If the game is going to come out regardless on your system and you just go, hey, here's $3 million, don't put it out on the other systems for 6 months, I hate it. Final Fantasy 15 is supposed to be like that, or 16, whichever one the newest one is. 16.
16.
That's supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be Sony only for a year. Final Fantasy 7 still hasn't come out to anything else.
True.
What's up?
It's on mobile, I think, or it's on Steam, I should say.
Yeah, okay. Final Fantasy 7?
Not remake, but the original.
No, that's what I mean. Remake.
I see what you're saying.
Remake is still not on anything else.
Gotcha.
That was thought to be a year exclusive. Where's it at?
I see. Do we know if this KOTOR game, like, did Sony fund it? I don't know that.
I very much doubt it. Because otherwise they would just go, hey, only us.
Gotcha. But yeah, regardless, I love KOTOR. It's one of my top 10 favorite games of all time. I will probably wait for it to
So
come to
happy for
PC
you.
just because of the mods and stuff, just because the mods kind of make that game on PC. So yeah, very excited for that. Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. Not sure if DA is interested in that at all. It's Borderlands.
I am interested in it. It's Borderlands. I don't know exactly what it's gonna be. I don't know if it's gonna be like a sort of side story, keeping with the same play style as Borderlands. Looks like it. Looks like run and gun. Looks a little bit slow. But I don't know. I don't know what. I didn't look too far into it, so I don't know if they've announced any sort of gameplay mechanics or anything. But it looks interesting. You know, it looks like Borderlands, and I'm a big old stinky Borderlands mark.
It looks like Borderlands, but then they just added like melee and like RPG-esque elements to it. Looks interesting.
I'm all about this. Sort of thing.
We had a trailer for Project Eve, a game from a Korean company who, if I'm not mistaken, has only made like small mobile games. This is their first big project. And it looks Bayonetta, Devil May Cry, hack and slash
I
S.
honestly thought it was a Final Fantasy game.
Really?
Yeah, honestly.
I like when I first saw it, I thought it may have been oh shit. It's a MMO sci-fi produced by Sega.
XCOM,
No. Shit.
Alpha Protocol,
No.
Infinite Undiscovery.
Oh boy, Phantasy Star.
Yeah.
Thank you, Gavin.
Okay.
They looked like Phantasy Star to me. So yes, I know DA has been talking that up a little bit. It does look interesting. Like I feel like, and this is the company's first big game, so I can't fault it for it. Like looks a little rough here and there, but like still looks interesting. I'm curious.
So long as the gameplay is there.
Yeah, I'm curious because I mean the trailer itself was in Korean. The voice acting was in Korean, I should say. I'm wondering if it'll actually be localized in that regard, voice acting wise.
I wouldn't mind either way.
Yeah.
And most times these weebs only play on sub, which is fucking bullshit. Because now I don't get dub Atelier games anymore. Because all these babies, most people play it on sub. I didn't.
We got another trailer for Forspoken, and I am really liking how this game is looking.
It looks fantastic.
The water spell into the ice spell, I'm just like, shit, this magic looks fun. The movement looks fun. I am very excited for this game. It's like the second,
The
like...
only thing,
Go ahead.
the only thing it did was make me want another Prince of Persia.
I mean, you're getting one. Doesn't look great, but you're getting one. Remake.
Oh boy. Remember that was supposed to come out in January?
Was it? Oh no.
Yes.
I did not
You
know
don't
that.
remember that?
Nope.
It was originally supposed to drop this January, and then they were like, we're delaying it to tighten some things up, and you can't be hearing about this again.
Rework. At least with Nintendo, that and Square Enix, I should say, they tell you like, yeah, we're rebuilding this game from scratch. Ubisoft just like, ah.
Let's be fair here. It's Ubisoft. They're not really the kings of communication.
True.
And sometimes when they try to fix something, they literally break it to the point where it's irreparable.
Correct. we
It was
haven't
due
heard
in March,
we haven't heard any,
and it's delayed indefinitely.
we haven't heard anything
Sounds
about
right.
frickin' the Pirate Game 2 in how long?
Skull and
Pirate game?
Bone? I
Skull
want
and
that
Bones,
game
yep.
so much.
It's been so long.
I think that game was like delayed until like the death of the universe.
Back after we go into, nuclear holocaust to where we are going to need
Oh no, no.
sailboats
Skull and Bones
again.
has a release date set for now for December 31st. We are 2 months away from release.
Really?
Yeah, okay. No,
Yep.
that's not true.
Really?
Whenever somebody says the year, they just mark it as December 31st until they get a solid date. It's not coming out this year. Don't even believe it.
Then the last three.
Oh wait, no, it was just delayed yesterday, again, into 2022.
There we go. That makes more sense.
Like I said.
December 31st, 2022.
Oh wait, no. The news via the most recent Ubisoft financial updates to investors. Skull and Bones will now be released in the 2022-2023 quarter.
Yep.
Wow.
Wow.
Yep.
Duke Nukem Forever.
This is the
like
game
the
that never lands. Yes, it gets seriously like.
It's like the Scooby-Doo meme. You take off the mask, and instead of Duke Nukem, it's just this game.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
it's never coming out, y'all.
Oh.
And it's a game I want really bad because I feel like it's the Sea of Thieves type of thing where it's just a whole quasi MMO type thing where it's just a bunch of people on a ship just trying to be pirates, but it's with the Assassin's Creed engine. So I'm like, hey, let's get it.
Mhm.
Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna get delayed into production hell probably because they want the game. Let's face it, games like that are ambitious that are getting released close to like the birth of a new gen, which that game essentially was. It was set to release with the birth of like the end of PS4, and now they have to rework it from scratch for the launch of for PS5 and the new graphics engines of PC. Like that game just was designed at the worst possible time.
Gimme.
So,
But at least we know when it releases, if it's functional. Because this is Ubisoft. If it's functional, it will be a gorgeous game.
I mean, it could even be kind of functional because Creed multiplayer was just kind of functional, and it was so much fun.
That's what I'm trying to say. If it's even function, I'm not even saying kinda, a little, maybe. I'm saying if it functions at all on any level, if the game works, it will be a very pretty game.
Yep. All right, and then there was a couple of other smaller announcements here and there, and just new trailers for other games that were announced. Don't really care. Guardians of the Galaxy, don't really care.
No.
Boy, that game looks worse and worse by the
Oh,
second.
it looks like an absolute joke.
People are
moving
gonna
on.
buy it though. People are gonna play it. People
Oh,
are
of
gonna
course.
love it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They're gonna do 2 of those things.
New trailer for Spider-Man 2, the sequel to the Spider-Man PS4 game. With
I have always wanted Craven the Hunter
Hey.
in a game.
Yep.
Yeah, Venom. Yeah, Venom. We've had Venom. I like Venom. But we've had Venom. I've always wanted Craven the Hunter.
I'm curious.
And
if
when I
this
heard
is-
his voice, I went nuts because I'm like, that is indisputably
Yeah.
Craven.
it is.
Give me,
He's just like,
gimme,
hey,
gimme.
one of y'all wasn't a challenge. Neither one of y'all.
Dude.
So now I got 2.
I can't
Time
wait.
to fit hunt.
I hope this is gonna be like that Mr. Freeze boss fight from Arkham City, where it's just like you do one thing on him and it doesn't work anymore.
Mm-hmm.
He knows you're in the vent, so you can't hide in the vents and take him down anymore. I want something like that.
The other thing
That's
too.
what I'm hype about. I'm like, yeah, Venom, but I was just like, Muff and Craven.
The only thing I'm curious about with Venom is I don't know if that's Eddie Brock,
No,
because
it's Harry.
it's you think it's Harry?
Definitely.
Okay. Because yeah, that was the big
Based
thing.
on the
Because like
first
he
game,
was
yeah.
he was in at the end of the Spider-Man games and at the end of Miles Morales too. He was waking up in the tank, and then the Venom symbiote was on him. Spoilers.
Yeah, I think it's him. I think if they wanted to go Eddie Brock, they would have done something with Brock in the last game, or
Gotcha.
definitely in Miles Morales.
Mm-hmm.
Because they knew they were setting up Miles, so they did that in the first game, and
They knew they were setting up Harry, so they did it in 2 separate games. So if they really wanted to go, hey, Eddie Brock is Venom, maybe at the very end of the game he'll become Venom, or maybe some DLC. I don't know.
Yeah.
But Harry, definitely Harry.
Okay. Then we got a tease of another game that Insomniac is making from Marvel, the Wolverine. All
It
it was,
had the potential to be tremendous.
yes.
I mean,
The
the
last-
X-Men Origins Wolverine game wasn't too bad.
It was
So
very good.
that
You
game
know-
is super highly praised.
it's
I've heard
it's
nothing
a
but good about
solid
that game. Yeah.
It's a solid game. So it's easy to do Wolverine. You know, you got your hacking, you got your slashing, you got your healing.
Like just
You know,
think
you do
of
gravy.
like I've not played it, but I've heard good things. Think of Days Gone, but with Wolverine. You're on a bike, you're just driving around and hacking up fools.
That could be fun.
Yeah.
To be such large quantity of fools.
Yes. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where they're going with this, but I'm very interested. I don't know.
I
if
mean,
they're going
Insomniac has-
X-Men, I don't know.
Done amazing work with all the various games that they've done, so it's in good hands. So yeah.
I would want something linear open world, meaning that open world within like a small town, and then you go to a different town and it's open world is there. Instead of just like, hey, here's New York and your Wolverine, go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because traversing New York through Spider-Man is fairly easy. You're swinging, it's cool. I don't want to catch a bunch of subways as Wolverine. Sorry.
He's got a motorcycle.
I want to ride around in a motorcycle with Wolverine.
What, you didn't dig the bat tank? That wasn't to your liking?
No, I grappled and floated. I wanted no part of that,
That
vehicle.
tank did not handle well.
All right, and then the last thing that they showed off was a new trailer for God of War Ragnarok. Couple of the things that came out. I mean, it looks good. The last game was super good. This is capping off the Norse saga, so this is actually the last story that we're going to be getting with Norse mythology. And the other thing is, boy, just random internet people getting pissed off for nothing of like, they're reusing animation. This is the same game all over again. First of all, one thing, not just in game development, reusing assets is a software development thing. We do it all the damn time.
I don't know why people are always so mad that that animations look roughly the same.
There is no benefit to the game to have a whole new getting into the boat animation.
Yeah, like
who cares?
Fucking Majora's Mask is literally like they changed up how Link jumps in Majora's Mask, like the animation of him jumping. That is it. It is basically the same fucking game as Ocarina of Time. Like people do this all of the time. It's not a big deal. Shut up.
Whenever somebody complains about something, I always just wish they could work that thing for like 2 years.
Like there's some people that I follow and I'm friends with that are in the game in game development. I have a friend who is at Arcane Studios. She's working on the vampire game that they announced. That I'm forgetting. And yeah, just like basically she just had just very visceral reactions to that, deservedly so, because it's just like you people don't know at all what goes into game development.
I have too many friends in community management for games, active development for games, QA testing, QA leads for games. I have too many friends in this field, and it's just like, I get it. I get why y'all just go, hey, let's streamline this by just having this animation again. Why would we spend 2 months building a new animation so people go, wow, that was new, and they can get tired of it after 3 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was how I was feeling where Mike was playing Red Dead Redemption 2 during the Youmacon morning. I was just watching him and he's just slowly paddling. I'm like, yo, come on now. We don't need all this.
There's so many things in that game. Like the fact that I got to that island, realized I didn't grab the right fucking gun. I had to paddle across that damn river again to get to my horse to get the damn gun that I needed.
That was the thing where I was just like, they need a fast boat travel or something. Because this man is literally just splash for like 3 minutes. I'm like, you got realism and then you got this.
Exactly. There's a point in game development where you get too far into realism to where it's stupid. And that Red Dead did that a lot. More than I would have liked in a game. But yeah. I wasn't the biggest fan of Red Dead.
As I didn't say it wasn't amazing. I never played it. I'm just saying those animations were boring.
Story is great, but other aspects of the game I didn't enjoy as much. But that is basically all I had. We need to end this podcast soon because I have a pizza getting delivered here in a little bit.
Cool.
Pizza getting delivered.
By the way, I thought the thing you were going to talk about are people.
Red Dead 2 is amazing.
out-
There's nothing to fight. It's an amazing game.
I thought it was going to be people squeeing out about Black Chick in God of War and Fat Thor.
Oh, there was
Dude.
that too. Yeah, people were getting. I didn't hear
People
about the
are
Black
going-
Chick stuff. I'm assuming because
one
it's
of the
Norse.
best-
There's nobody black in Norse mythology. I'm tired of this woke in video games. Oh boy.
Here's the
The
thing: is
song.
like, it's what's funny too is if any one of these fucking clowns looked up any bodybuilding competition at all, like not strongman competitions, like actual physically usable strength, because strongman is just for aesthetic muscular form. Strongman is for when you actually utilize functioning strength. If you look at those people, guess what? That gut, that's a thing. That's real.
Yeah,
If you're looking for a fucking dude who's actually beefy for the purpose of being strong, yeah, that's the bod you're going to have, friend.
yeah, there's
I was
like
wondering
there's-
where you were going with that because we were talking about the black chick and I'm like, where do you just get black once you start lifting? Where's he going with this?
Yeah, like-
that is exactly
Boy,
what happened.
we'd be the weakest country ever.
yeah, there's like
Yes, it
basically
does.
it's like
Exactly,
you build up
Gavin.
a layer of fat, but underneath that layer of fat is pure
Oh, it's
unadulterated
fucking
muscle.
steel fiber.
Like, there's
like
I forget the dude. He was like strongman in like 2017 or something. He's from England.
Yep.
Like there was a thing where there's like some YouTube video where he was trying to attempt like a backflip or something off of a trampoline with like an Olympian.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
He went up to the Olympian. He was like, literally try and punch me in my gut right now. I'm gonna flex. And punches them, and he's like, ah. He's like, yeah, that is raw muscle underneath that, man. You think it's fat? It's not.
It's not. My old man was the exact same way. And if you ever just hit that gut, you realize real quick that okay, not fat. That's just how the human body
Caliborn
takes it.
definitely takes liberties, and on top of that, the people that read it were like, "There's nothing in the books that state how a person is supposed to look. They could be snake people. They could be anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
These people
Yep.
are crazy, dude.
The thing is, people, they have a majority of any fan base. Let's put it like this: is it ends up being a toxic mess, right? Let's be real here. At some point, all the good and the good the fandom is meant to adhere to kind of fizzles out into the raw. My expectations trump what they're actually going to do.
Not
It happens
2200
every
though.
time.
People wink. Not 2200.
If any of y'all
Yep.
get to the point where
We
you're
got
so
the backing of our beefaloes.
no, fuck that. If at any point anybody starts feeling like their expectations of what they expect from us trumps what we do, say, or are, at that point, please take a step the fuck away and realize that everybody is their own person. They're gonna make what they want to make, how they want to make it, because they are the ones making it. You don't have a say.
DA, do you understand that I started looking up if Beefalo was around us? I want Beefalo.
No.
Never.
I
never,
want it.
Never.
Oh, no.
never.
I will put that.
Gonna
I will
and
pan
grow
fry
a
them
third
out of this.
arm. Get that crap out of here. It's untested.
Like the vaccine.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to the facts.
All
Let's
right.
get out of here.
We just got 30 normal facts this time.
Okay. While somebody picks a number, I'm gonna read Triton's fact.
22.
Fact of the Matrix. The actors were asked to brush up on their knowledge of philosophy before production began. Why their
feel like
actors, their blank slates.
Oh,
until
I
they
get why. I get why.
There's a difference between just talking and saying stuff and understanding what you're saying. At
You
least
gotta-
to some
you gotta be able to-
kind of level.
Yeah, you got to be able to at least show you understand what you're saying a little bit. Because let's face it, thinking about most of the dialogue in those movies, they are deeply layered and philosophical fucking nonsense for the most part.
Is
And
it an actor's job to make you think they know what they're talking about?
that's the thing is, actually, it's not that simple. Most times actors will do heavy research on the character's background. If it's anything like that, like if a character has a focus, they will research it. The only characters that don't
have
do that,
no problem with that. I have no problem with the actor doing it themselves to help get them in a role. To be asked by somebody else to do it, do you think that you, DA, with your thing, you DA, you Mike, you Ralph, well not Ralph because you actually read philosophy stuff. Mike, DA, do you think that if you were asked to read up and brush up on philosophy, you would get it?
hold on, that you were asked, you were asked to brush up and read it for millions of dollars.
Yeah, no. Brush up and read it, no problem. Would you understand it?
Not understanding it, but I would recognize simple terms and concepts when they come up later, as opposed to it being the first time that I'm learning about this stuff is when I'm face to face on set and I have no way of knowing how to interact with this thing.
Right.
I don't think their interactions were enhanced by this knowledge.
I have
The simple lack of confusion that will happen from it not being their first time being experienced such a thing is what's the point there? Because let's face it, have you BG? This was specifically for you. Have you ever read any philosophical writings at all? Okay, let me tell you right now, from somebody who's read a fuck ton of it, if you've never touched it and then had it thrown at you, you are lost. Absolutely gobsmacked.
But do you think Keanu Reeves' performance was of a stance of understanding because he brushed up on it, or was he just Keanu Reeves?
You're confusing.
Let's go. Was he just Keanu Reeves doing his acting thing?
Here's the thing: understanding is different from experience. He may not have understood every concept he was exposed to, but he had experience in it now where he wasn't going to be lost in his performance of trying to show that he understood the role. You got me?
I don't think so, because I think it hurts. It even hurts Neo because he's not supposed to understand this.
The thing is, he doesn't. But the thing is, having the experience, being experienced with this, at least not even fully in-depth understanding of it, but having been shown it, he isn't going to be lost in the fog, as it were.
Okay. I'm just saying, I don't think your comprehension of it is going to improve your acting. Maybe as a stage play or something, maybe it would. But even then, I don't think some of the stage play people that do Shakespeare.
Think about it. Think about it this way: if you're looking at a script, right, and you're reading it, trying
to. This is the last thing because we gotta go.
Yeah, if you're looking at it, trying to understand the script, right? If every time you have to read a line or you're trying to portray a line, the director has to say, "Cut." All right, you look like you're a little confused here. What's going on? That's annoying. So
why, as an actor, would you be confused reading a line?
Happens all the time, man.
I'll say if it happens all the time, it has nothing to do with philosophy. It has with you not understanding the script itself.
But being exposed to the thing ahead of time helps reduce any possible confusion that may have come along the way. I do not believe that. Even a 0.001% chance that they reduce any possible confusion is worth it. It's worth it. Anything in the positive is worth it.
I don't believe even at a 0.0001% that their acting was enhanced by any level of understanding the work. Because I'll say it like this. I don't think a voice actor is going to be better in an anime role than somebody that that's very good at voice acting doing an anime role. I don't think an anime voice actor like a Chris Sabat. I don't think a Chris Sabat is going to be better than a voice actor that isn't into anime but is just very good at voice acting because he understands anime.
Well, that was still experience and stuff plays a factor into that. Because Chris Sabat can better match the voice. He knows what the director is looking for. He knows about the beeping and the voice. He knows how to better match the voice flaps and things like that. Instead of just some dude walking in and just going, "No, I've seen 6 anime." Or
No, not some dude. A very good voice actor that's just not in anime.
Oh, that's what you said.
Yeah.
But that's still just.
I think I think we've even heard some of the voice actors on Critical Role say the ones who haven't done anime have literally said, "I don't understand how you guys do it."
Because it's a whole different field.
I think it's the screaming that really hurts.
No. It's when you're doing prelay, it's just you talking. When you're doing anime, you gotta match the voice flap. So sometimes
no, it's actual acting. But like, let's say
it's acting, and you gotta add the pauses sometimes, like flap, pause, and you gotta go, okay, how would this person say this?
No. I understand the tempo and all that. Somebody, the cadence isn't going to be as crisp and as snappy, but the acting itself, I don't think is going to be any better because they have a deeper understanding of anime itself.
Hold on. Can we just agree? Okay, we should end this.
Yeah,
out,
we need to go. All right.
Can we at least finish like on this note? Do you think that if it has the chance of helping at all, it is worth it?
Yes, but
and that's it.
Hold on. I will counter with saying I don't think it helps.
That thing is, you don't think it helps or you don't know it helps. But the thing is, if it has the possibility of helping, that's all that matters.
I don't know. I don't know if the possibility of helping is worth the time that it could be of you bettering the role itself as opposed to trying to get a deeper understanding and possibly understanding it.
If all they were asked to do was in their downtime pick up a certain reading or so, I fail to see how
it can't be. If it's their downtime, wouldn't it be better served to be doing the script?
The phrasing was used brush up. which isn't like a deep study.
Yeah, no, I
It's
understand.
Yeah.
picking it up.
We're talking.
But-
That sounds
You're
Breath
taking, if you're taking a shit and reading a philosophical fucking.
I don't think you can in the
Collection.
time of a unless you're taking 40-minute dumps.
Hey, you know, there's philosophical collections that are only like a page or two long at times. Their
I don't think
philosophical
you can
writings are
understand the page
not
or two.
diatribes; they're thoughts. That's it, and they can be short, they can be long, they can be middle ground. There's a lot of different lengths that
I
people
don't
go
think
across,
somebody's
their ideas across with.
thoughtfulness- I don't think somebody's thoughtfulness is going to be enhanced by brushing up on philosophy. That's my opinion.
Okay. Well, to each their own. I
Since
suppose.
nobody
17.
Fact number 30.
I said I said
screw y'all.
19.
Screw y'all. I'm picking it this time since nobody picked it. Y'all.
We all said a fucking number. What do you mean?
I want to say this one because I find it
All right,
very
fine.
odd. The past tense of the word dare is durst.
What?
So is it Fred Dared?
What?
Apparently, the past tense of the word dare is durst.
Like, I dare you
What's
to
the
do
spelling?
this?
I durst you to do this.
Durst.
It's very much Fred Durst.
Yes.
So it would be like I dursted them or I durst them to do this.
Something like that.
I double dog dursted you?
Wait a second.
No, not dursted, because durst is already past.
Oh, yeah,
tense.
true. I double dog
I double dog
you.
durst them.
Wow.
I don't like that at all.
Wow.
I looked up. I'm looking up how do you use durst in a sentence. I probably should have.
Yeah, while you're getting ready to launch that one out there.
Oh my
This
god.
was your pick.
Oh my.
Yeah, you had time. Where was
It was time now.
It's not fair.
What a great Twilight Zone episode.
Oh, great episode.
Still one of the best.
Oh, hands
These
down.
people are not helping because durst means a lot of stuff.
Get off Urban Dictionary.
To Durst.
Durst
If you stick the wrong page.
is when you nut on their face. Okay, thanks.
Why then do the ministers use the new law? Because they durst not, because they could not.
Oh, I hate that.
Dude, no.
Which of the
Somebody-
Greeklings durst ever give perception of Damocles? What the is this?
You are in some very old shit here.
It's a very classical literature thing as
If
well.
they're referencing the sword of Damocles, you're in some old shit.
Oh wow.
That sounds terrible.
All right. With that, Ralph, is there a podcast next Sunday?
There is, I believe, yes. Let me double check real quick while we're here because I'm a clown and I didn't have this ready. Next Sunday would be the 19th. Yes, there is. I am home at 5.
All right. So thank you for everyone for tuning into this episode of the Podcast of Stuff. We will see you indeed next week.
Next Sunday. Later.